Today we're going to discuss a few of the Minhagim that pertain to Chanukah and those days. The first and most famous minhag is that during the days of Chanukah, it is asur to give a Hesped, a eulogy, or fast. Fasting and giving a eulogy over a dead person are both not allowed on Chanukah, and this is referring to the days proper of Chanukah, the 8 days proper. Additionally, we know famously that during the 8 days of Chanukah, there is no tachanun. There's no, we don't do ana, we don't do vidui. We also omit ya'ancha between Asher and Valitzion. And on Shabbat, there's no tzidkat lecha. So these are a few minhagim. Now, in regards to the Hesped, the eulogy, the halacha says that in front of a chacham, when you're allowed to give a eulogy, when you're going to bury a chacham, you're allowed to eulogize because of all of his midot. It supersedes the minhag to not give eulogy on Chanukah. However, Rabbi Chaim and Rav Ida both explain that when it comes to most of our eulogies today in our generation, it's not exactly how they did it back then. Back then, it was really something that would make everyone in the room cry, and they would all feel the pain from the eulogizer's speech. Today, most of the time, majority 9 out of 10 times, when the leader of the community or the rabbi is giving a eulogy, it is more like chizuk, more like musar, to wake everyone up, learn from the deceased good midot, good manners, and try to take something on themselves as inspiration from the deceased. In that case, halacha would permit saying a eulogy, saying like what we have a didan or a half during the days of Chanukah, because it's not literal. It's not a literal eulogy in the sense that halacha prescribed the eulogy to be, but rather it's divrei chizuk, it's divrei musar. It's trying to inspire the community based on the deceased midot, and that's even applies to us. Would be allowed during Chanukah. Now, very quick, when it comes to tziduk adin, the little tefillah we say after tefillah for the 7 days of the Shiva. This is it's a minhag thing. According to the Shulchan Aruch, the minhag of the Shulchan Aruch is that even on days you don't say tachanun, you do tziduk adin. The Rama disagrees and says that no, the days that you don't have vidui or tachanun, you omit tziduk adin. Happens to be the Meshari minhag follows the Ashkenazim here, the Rama, where we omit tziduk adin on days that there's no tachanun. But Rabbi Chaim believes that there's no reason for it to be omitted, and in a community that they don't have a set minhag, Rav Ovadia and Rabbi Chaim both agree that tziduk adin can be said on Chanukah or days that don't have tachanun. Second to last, Ta'anit Yortzeit, someone who's fasting a Yortzeit for the Saul, as we say in Farsi, the anniversary of their parents' passing, should not fast during Chanukah, because we've explained fasting is not allowed on the days of Chanukah. And now we'll end with this halacha. What about doing Melacha? Doing Melacha while the candles are lit. So there's a very famous minhag that the women, while the Chanukiah candles are lit, do not do some types of Melacha. Refrain from doing specific work. Why? Because the minhag wants to teach us that we don't benefit from the lights of the Chanukiah. They're lit simply for Pisumei Nisa and for themselves. We don't, unlike Shabbat, where the candles are meant to give us light to the house and be able to see, by Chanukah, we don't derive any benefit from the candles. Therefore, the minhag developed amongst all of Am Yisrael, that amongst many communities, that women prohibit themselves from doing melacha for the first 30 minutes that the candles are lit. Now, what type of melacha? This applies only to the melacha that is prohibited to do on Chol HaMoed. So cooking, cleaning, cooking would be allowed, and baking would be allowed, and other types of food-oriented melachot. But he explains the types of melacha that include cleaning, sewing, and the like, that won't be allowed to do during Chol HaMoed. A woman should refrain from doing also during that 30-minute period of Chanukiah as well. When it comes to men, we don't have that luxury. There's no minhag for us not to do any work during Chanukah candles. Women deserve a 30-minute break with all of their hard work. Have a wonderful day.